Yo, RJ, bro, what we got today?
Today, we got the brand new 15-inch MacBook Air. It's still in the box, so let's take this in. We can finally open it. This is the MacBook Air 15-inch. Brand new from Apple, came out a couple weeks ago, I think, right? All right, let's see what it's like. I got my knife on me. It's not the X-Acto, but it's gonna have to do. It's kind of looking like a throwing knife from Call of Duty. Pull the rest off because Amazon is serious about its tape. Oh, it's a box in a box. If you never bought a MacBook off of Amazon, this is how it comes. I guess this is to protect it because you can see right here, I think our delivery guy dropped the box somewhere. So I'm pretty glad they put another box. Okay. That was a little harder than I thought it was gonna be. There it is. The MacBook Air. Okay. Look at the box. Look at the box, man. It's thin. Yo, if it looks this thin in person, I'm gonna be very excited. This box is a little dirty. Came from the trenches, but it's here, finally here. MacBook Air, nice looking box, as Apple always does. You know, nice and clean. So this is actually the base model of the MacBook Air 15-inch. It's got 8 gigs of RAM, which is customizable up to 24 gigs. Right now, this is 256 gigs of storage, which can be customized to, I believe, 2 terabytes, if I'm not wrong. What else we got? 8-core CPU, 10-core GPU, and the 16-core neutral engine, which I'm not gonna lie, I don't know what the neutral engine, I think that's like how many processes it can run in the background, which if you watch the film, it's a lot. Anyway, let's get to the unboxing of this. Get it out, see what it looks like. This is it. 2-tab. Nice and clean. Maybe I shouldn't talk so you can hear the ASMR. Nice, clean sound. Let's get out the box. Okay. So we have the charger. This is the midnight color of the MacBook. So we have the charger to go with it, the midnight. It's like a dark navy blue color. I kind of really like it. As I have I have space gray, and it's not as dark as this. It's still that nice cool gray, but I think I would have preferred it a little darker. Manual, which we have a little few instructions, midnight stickers, which is pretty dope. The charging block. It's like the new model of the charging block, the 35-watt dual USB-C charging block. So this actually would be really good if you have 2 devices that you can charge. Let's say you have an iPad and your MacBook, so you could just plug in your MagSafe charger and also plug in your Lightning cable, and you'd be able to charge both devices at once. Honestly, I wouldn't typically want to do that, but why not? Apple will let you do it. It looks like what they did with this design of their new plug is, you know, when you just plug it into the wall, it's not as bulky coming out, so that you can probably have this, let's say you're charging at night and you are just leaving it there all the time without impacting your wires, because it's on the bottom. Usually it's on the outside where it's gonna be sitting more like this. You no longer will bend your cords because it's gonna be this way, which is great. All right, let's get back to the laptop. And this this is finally it, the big reveal. And already the midnight is looking so good. This is actually the first time I'm seeing midnight.
Like outside of the Apple Store.
I don't even think I've seen it in the Apple Store.
Crazy.
But yeah, no, this looks great. And I'm kind of disappointed that they didn't have this for my Mac. With the Pros, they only came with the gray and the space gray. So. And it turns on as soon as you open it up. Got the Mac logo. It's just booting up right now, but this is looking great. The size of it is huge. It looks really similar to the 16-inch MacBook, but I was never a fan of on the side grill for the speaker. I never liked that. Mm-hmm. And now they kind of removed it and have the speakers on like that bottom part right here. Right. But yeah, the speakers being there, I think is a lot nicer than the speakers being on the sides. And it probably does sound really good, especially with the new 6-speaker setup that they have. They added 2 force canceling woofers, which is gonna add a lot more bass to the laptop. We're just on the hello page, and honestly, the screen is looking great already. It's big. It is really big. And we're gonna do a comparison to the 13-inch Air, but right now, I think it looks pretty good. What do you think, David?
Yeah, it's actually super tough. I actually super rate it. Although, no, honestly, I don't have complaints. I do think, like, as a creator, like, having a bigger screen is always going to be better.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure. And you don't necessarily get more battery life, but it is a bigger battery just to compete with the size of this computer. Because obviously, with a larger screen, just larger everything, there's going to be more power.
English is the main language. Press the return key.
I'm taking too long. They want me to just get right into it. But yeah, so there's a bigger battery, but with all the power usage with the bigger screen and everything, it's still gonna end up using about the same amount of power. So the battery life is gonna be about the same. It's just prompting me to kind of go through everything to set it up. I'm gonna quickly go through and just be able to turn it on. Honestly, I had to go and switch it just so I could see this, because I mean, all the advertisements have this as the background and it looks great. Honestly, I don't even know what this is. I can't tell if it's a fan or if it's like the laptop opening slowly.
Ooh.
You know?
I see what you're talking
It's like a dynamic, like, you know, I think it looks sick though.
Is that already like on the...
Nah, I had to set it up.
Oh, okay.
It came with the base the Mac OS wallpaper. Let's talk about it. Because this laptop is great, but is it a laptop for you? Because personally, like as a creator, I need to be editing videos on my computer, and I'm probably always on the go, right? So this actually gives you the ability to edit very nicely because it has that larger screen, but it's not quite the Pro. And so honestly, for what I do, I probably will end up getting the Pro or using the Pro more than this computer, because of course it's gonna be overheating, editing 4K video. It's not gonna be as great on an Air. But for somebody who doesn't necessarily need to do a lot of those heavy processes, but wants a larger screen, especially on the go, this laptop is gonna be great. And with its battery life, it still has the usual 18-hour battery life of the MacBook Air, which is amazing. I think that's great. I really don't like about the Pro how much I have to charge my laptop. It's like 2 times a day because of how much power it's always using. Compared to the 13-inch MacBook Air, there's not too much of a difference. You kind of have a bigger track pad. You have the same size keyboard, still with the Touch ID on it. The only main difference I would really say is the screen size, and also that there is more speakers which we're definitely gonna have to test out to see just how good they are. And other than that, it is basically the same laptop. It will give you the same performance. It will give you the same battery life. The display will also look just as good. The liquid retina display on this laptop looks great just because it is 15 inches, but in the smaller resolution of the 13 inch, it's gonna look just as good. This is sitting at a price point of $1,299, which honestly isn't too bad for this laptop. It's $1,099 for the 13-inch MacBook Air, which a $200 difference for a much larger screen isn't that bad. I would probably want to go with this laptop just because we have more real estate in terms of the screen. So this is the size comparison of the 13-inch versus the 15-inch. Honestly, the 15-inch looks pretty big compared to it, and I think that it looks really good. Honestly, this is David's laptop. It's not the cleanest. It's not straight out the box, so let's be mindful of that. But in terms of the graphics, the display looks just as good. I think they're both basically supposed to be 500 nits of brightness, which is pretty good. It's not MacBook Pro bright, but it is a really bright screen.
I would say definitely if you're like a university student, I would definitely like, if you're doing notes and you're like a big visual person, the 15 inches, it's pretty dope.
Yeah, and like, I think most people are probably like more of a visual person. Yeah. And like, just the video watching experience on here will definitely be a lot better. Like personally, I love to watch videos on my computer rather than on a TV, which of course on a TV, you're gonna get more of that space, but just kind of like that more intimate feel. You're like sitting in your bed watching Netflix, and it's just more one-on-one, It's like your own personal movie theater, right?
It's a movie theater.
There it is. But I actually love this computer. I think using it will be great. Right now, the sale is on Apple summer sale, which is great. You're gonna get a discount on this plus a $150 gift card for buying this. So honestly, if I had the option, 13-inch versus the 15-inch, I'm probably gonna have to go with the 15-inch. Sorry, 13-inch, you've been great. You've had your run, but the 15-inch is here to take over and to stay. So that has been the unboxing of the 15-inch MacBook Air. I think that this computer is phenomenal. It looks great. I love the size. I'm gonna be a little bit sad going to my MacBook Pro 14-inch after using this 15-inch laptop. But I am gonna have some more tests with it. We're gonna do a few more review videos. So stay tuned to take this in to watch those as we kind of go through day-to-day uses of the product and kind of a more in-depth comparison of these two laptops. So like and subscribe to take this in. We'll be back with more MacBook Air videos. I'm RJ, and we out. One thing I do have to mention about the midnight color of this MacBook is the fingerprints. We've had this for about 20 minutes now, and my fingerprints are all over this computer. So definitely get a case. It's well worth it because it's gonna be fingerprints galore on the inside and outside, or just get a lighter color. Look at this, lighter color, you can't really see anything.